So you guys knew each other approximately 5 years this month. If you don't, I know you've probably never been through anything like this in your life, okay? And I'm going to help you get through it. If you have questions, you want to stop me, please do so, okay? But I do need to understand your rights before we ask you about anything that happened in that home today.
What is this story going to be? Bro.
I'm sorry?
Yes. Yes.
Anything you say may be used against you in court. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Bro.
Would you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you shall give in this case shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Absolutely. So I need you.
Bro. Dumbass. Dude, their reading was right. You dumb fuck. Why did they say anything about the lawyer? They left that out. You got a right to an attorney. If you can't afford one, one will be provided to you. Why wouldn't they? Maybe they didn't say that part. I don't know, dude. All right.
We're going to continue coming down this path about how you all met. And then Match.com. And about 5 months of, what would it be, telephone, texting.
We just started every other weekend.
They hit it off, moved in together, then went looking for a house to buy in Florida.
We had not forever short sale. Waited and waited and waited.
I'd be like, what the fuck does this have to do with the fact that somebody killed my wife? And why aren't you out looking for the guy that killed my wife? Why are you sitting me asking me about Match.com? Match.com you're asking me about. And I banged her on the third date. Who uses Match.com? That guy apparently, psychopath killers. This guy's got a weird demeanor, bro. First of all, the way he's sitting is very quiet. I thought you were gonna say effeminate. It isn't that. Well, no, it's effeminate. It is effeminate. It's. And the way he's speaking, bro. What I'm saying is, you're asking me about Match.com. My wife was brutally murdered. What are we doing here? Like, what are we doing here? What are there leads? You see, he's not doing any of that. Part of it, though. This is part of it because they're like, if he wasn't guilty, he would be reacting like that. He would be going like, who killed what? Go get the killer. That's why I said the guy in the holding cell that's out like a light taking a nap is a fucking criminal. Dude, you would be outside. I would be inconsolable. I'd wreck the fucking place. They'd have to handcuff me. I'd be going berserk. I'm gonna sit there for 4 hours. My wife's lying dead. What the fuck, man?
We closed from the house on COVID in April 2015.
So that you guys own the house free and clear. Is your name on there or was it with the judge?
Is my name on the what? I gave my wife CPR. Is my name on the deed? The fuck?
Yeah. And so we put it in the trust.
What the fuck?
He put the house in his and his mother's names while leaving his wife out of it for, quote, planning and financial reasons. He asserts the decision was mutual, but whether Shanti actually knew about this or not is unclear.
And you've been, as soon as you moved to Florida, you've been living together the whole time, just one home, just with first But you've been together the whole time. Have you ever broken up?
We had a couple of days.
He says that he just spent a few nights with his mom, then drifts off into a statement about how Shanti was dedicated to work. The detective will now cut him off and steer the line of questioning back to the argument.
She's
So when you guys would argue when you would go to your mom's, it was just because she was busy?
stress involved. She sometimes we always agreed, later that she was just overworked, tired, and
Meanwhile, pause this. Meanwhile, stressed out. She's this, she's that. He's a fucking stay-at-home husband. He's looking to get on a fucking reality show. Go get a fucking job. Your wife is so stressed out of her mind. And I'm sure that was the reason. I'm sure. Get the saying that
fuck
after the
out of
fact that she's dead.
Oh yeah, she was very stressed out. Yeah.
I'm trying to get on a reality show.
Sure,
You
bud.
fucking weirdo. Reality show.
This guy's a murderer. What are we talking? He's an actual weirdo.
Fuck this guy.
You're sure or yellow screen what?
Just sometimes it just let them in this out.
You're watching this YouTube video right now. Don't forget to leave a little like.
You know, when they do that, it's not really, it's just a thing. So I just, I would
Thanks
just,
for the gifted because that
I just, cool down giving. Which I would either, like we did it twice, but we're stronger.
Has that happened since you moved where you are now? Because now we've got the added stress of the renovation.
And then everybody, we love the,
This is Keith Ory, the producer of the house flipping show that David wanted to be on.
When you would be interacting with the traumas related to your work on the house and also the show, who was your primary point of contact?
Dave was. He would communicate her desires. I would see her, but it was more like Dave's full-time job, almost, I guess I would say.
Did you ever know during your time that you knew Dave to have any other job?
I was aware that he had worked for, he explained to me that he'd worked for a chemical company up north somewhere.
I actually never knew what Dave did for a living. Like, when my husband had asked him, he said he was into sales, but I don't really know what that means.
David never worked in sales or at a chemical company. You're now about to see Keith explain that he insisted on having a formal sit-down with Shanti to make sure that she was fully on board.
It was difficult to get them both together, but I explained ultimately that we couldn't go forward if I wasn't able to sit down with them both.
Ultimately, you're able to get this sit down scheduled. Tell the jury about that meeting.
I arrived at the house to meet Dave and Shanti, and she was, by my estimation, unhappy to be there. And it was in a sort of a tense state. It was obvious that she was unhappy with something, and she was only there as long as she absolutely had to be, and then left.
This all occurred 6 days before Shanti was murdered.
We love what we're doing to the house, and our vision. It's totally, she wanted to do a better job. When we got the house done, we were just kind of, slowly days out of it. She, a couple of times that she would need to take, we need to take a break, and definitely slow down, and definitely not add a whole lot more. But if she could do more, she would do too. I'm sorry, I can't talk about it.
Dude. I fucking hate this guy's guts. I hate this guy so much. I understand he's a murderer. I get it. You piece of shit. You piece of shit. Your wife didn't want to be on a reality show, so you killed her? Because she screwed up your dream of being on a reality show?
I'm sorry, I can't talk about it.
It's so bad. It's like not even kind of believable. Does anyone fall for this? Obviously, this detective is not. She knows.
Oh, she knows.
She knows he's a.
If anything, this is confirming.
She knows he's a dirty fucking liar. Piece of shit.
Because if the process is for
house flipping show.
Keith also just, our lives are busy. I'm so sorry, Quinn. I know you're asking some good questions, but Keith does a TV show.
Keith, the guy you mentioned,
Zombie house flipping,
Keith asked them to be on the show.
which meant
What a stupid fucking name for a show. Zombie house flipping? What the hell?
that we would get a lot of what they call trade outs and promotional sponsorship to do.
any financial incentive to do it?
That's what they call trade outs. Sorry, that's what they call trade outs. So their sponsors. That's one of the things I was working on yesterday was putting together a list of the sponsorships that window, doors, cabinet, and so maybe instead of getting granite, you get quartz, or maybe instead of getting, middle range cabinets, you get high end stuff. And we're also working on kind of just an amazing open concept stairway in the middle of the house. I'm just gonna hold it there.
Open concept stairway, middle of the house. What? My wife's been killed. Open concept stairway. What? Bro.
And so they come in and start filming? Would they film you on it? Or
It's just they're the stars.
Pay no attention to David's no. He fully understood that he would be featured prominently on the show as the main builder construction guy. The so-called stars he's talking about are the hosts. The detective will now establish a timeline.
so when she comes to you, Jackson, Shanti, and you just stay at home and have a decent pool get together?
Some dates are good, and we do like to have an early meal.
So, do you call some night about what time everybody goes to sleep since you're all
We go
the
to bed
same?
early on school nights, so 8:30 we're winding down, 9 o'clock lights are low.
Shanti's son gets picked up the next day at around 5 p.m.
Finish. Alright, and then do you guys go anywhere, do anything, or you stay home?
We're gonna get dinner together that night.
So fucking creepy. What the fuck?
So that was on Monday night. Did you watch TV?
Okay.
Any idea what? Okay, so
What's his story gonna be? Like, how are you gonna convince them? Like,
Monday morning and you're in there or something?
Things we were breaking down. She came down after 7 o'clock.
Shanti went back upstairs and David started doing chores around the house. He's now about to mention the last time he supposedly saw Shanti alive, and then break into another fake hysteric. Yet this time, he will get no reassuring feedback from the detective, and the charade will rapidly dissipate.
Rod, Mr. Rod!
We should come up again.
She came down again, and what happened?
I've thought about it. I tried to think exactly what time it is, but I didn't know exactly. I was like maybe 9:15 anyway. There was no note. It's just
She said she was going to the dentist, and he said he was going for a walk. He now attempts another fake cry, but gets ignored again.
Did you take the dogs for a walk? By yourself?
myself.
Where'd you go?
He comes back home and feeds the dogs.
That's all that I can remember to go upstairs. Just
And what happens when you enter the home? Is anything unusual?
Ah, shit.
Can you enter the garage door?
so, I can hear the water is running. It's not like it's not a shower running. It's just it's trickling out of the spout.
Okay, and so you walk toward the water? Did you hear it?
Yeah, we can go through.
Okay.
Just in case you didn't catch the passive-aggressive nature of that response. Here it is again without subtitles.
So you walk towards the woman that you're hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just look at David's face. Poor David really doesn't want to be getting grilled like this anymore. Keep in mind, it's almost 11 p.m. He likely didn't get a whole lot of sleep the night before, and he's been acting his ass off all throughout the day. He'll at this point be exhausted and want nothing more than to get out of that police station. But he doesn't want to challenge the detective directly and risk losing her approval. Hence, he throws out a weak little display of passive aggression to see if she'll pick up on the hint, but it of course gets ignored. She will simply continue pressing with an unsympathetic tone, which will cause David to revert back to appeasement. He will then begin recounting the horrific circumstances under which he supposedly found Shanti, and as this unfolds, you will see a glaring disparity in David's emotional presentation.
The door's open, and what do you see?
I see her laying. And it's just extremely awful and it doesn't look natural. Obviously, she fell or
You did shut off.
I just shut off the water and it drained, which tells me I could hear it draining when I pulled her out. I could hear. So that okay. So I guess that's this is all weird, right? Because she's in there, the water's on, and it's draining. It doesn't make any. It just doesn't. It just doesn't.
It's not on all the way. It's on how
Like lukewarm, so it just passed her.
and she's face down. So the first thing you do is what if you were home?
I reached out and grabbed her. I reached out and touched her right. The water is rose colored. There's blood in the water itself. I can see a spot of blood.
Can you pull her by her arms?
I grabbed some myself. Tried to get kind of under it a little bit.
You said she seemed stiff.
Hard to believe.
There's something so incredibly unnerving in the sound of the casual crunching of his snack as he recounts in precise detail the limp and lifeless body of his wife. So we'll spare you the rest of it.
Bro, eating a cracker. My wife's been brutally murdered. Or she's dead. I'm trying to figure out what's going on. And I'm eating one of those, you know those crackers with the cheese with the peanut butter? I'm just saying.
Nah, this is unbelievable.
This is Cooch's gold.
You're casually munching on crackers while describing your wife's death.
I had to pull her and turn her a couple of times. Then she felt cold. Especially if I was in her bowl. I really grabbed the
You're munching on a saltine.
You're eating club crackers while describing your wife's
Let me ask you a
horrific
question.
murder.
Gun to your head. Club cracker or Ritz?
Club cracker.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Ritz is good.
Yeah, but it's not a club cracker.
Club crackers got more volume to it. Or Ritz crackers too, like airy.
Club cracker with cheese is tremendous. I don't like putting stuff on a Ritz necessarily. I don't know.
I like putting cheese whiz on a Ritz.
Listen to cheese whiz.
We had, when we did the bedding, we took the mattress cover on to wash it.
The detective asked David to draw a map for the purpose of